I don't know how this is gonna go, but we're doing this. Yeah.
Gomez.
Hi.
How was that?
Pretty good. How about you?
That's good. All right. So, you started to faint.
Yeah.
Were you a fainter growing up?
No. I would just get the pre-syncope symptoms, and I never really knew what it was. And it's kind of funny actually how I found out about what POTS was. I was watching
That's
YouTube.
a fancy camera.
Yeah, I make YouTube videos about this now. I hope that's okay.
No, of the visit. No, I'm sorry. We can't.
Okay. I can turn it off. Hey guys, so it is currently 12:13 in the afternoon. I don't know if you can see that. Obviously, as you could see, I'm not allowed to film like I thought I would be able to, so I'm just gonna have to update you at the end of my day or when I have a chance to. This morning so far, what I had to do was I met with my neurology doctor. It's kind of funny because I recognized her from a video about POTS on YouTube. That was kind of cool. She seemed pretty nice. She's actually from Italy, which is kind of cool. I was kind of wondering where her accent was from. She was just kind of asking me questions about my symptoms and medications I'm taking, and she did an exam, just kind of like awkward random things, like she'd put her hands on my hands and be like push up, pull down, blah blah blah, that kind of thing, just to kind of see how my body functions, I guess. And then she just scheduled a couple more things for me. So far today I did that, and then right after that I went to my next appointment, which it wasn't even technically an appointment yet. They do things called checkers. I don't really know. It's basically where you check in to an area where you need to get a test done or whatever, and you're put on standby to see if they can get you in sooner. We only had to wait about 30 minutes or so. Could have been longer. I don't know. I was really anxious, so it felt like a lot longer than it probably was, but they basically told me that I had to do another tilt table test, which, if you don't know what that is, basically you lay on a table, you get strapped down, and they tilt you up, and they, well, to my knowledge, they make you pass out. That's what, at least what happened when I was in St. Cloud when I got diagnosed with POTS. Well, I freaked out, I started crying, and I was like, I do not want to do this test again. I even called and was like, are you sure I have to do this again? And they're like, well, I mean, it's up to you, but the doctor ordered it, so I would suggest doing it. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna do it. Well, I got off the phone, went in the back, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to do it. I have already done this before, it's not gonna be a big deal. And thank God I went through with doing it, because it was not it was literally not even close to what it was like in St. Cloud. They didn't make me pass out. That wasn't even their goal. First, what they had me do was lay down on the tilt table, but they didn't strap me down or anything, so that helped. They attached these like electrodes to my body, like one on my foot, one on my leg, and I think 2 on my arm. I don't remember for sure, but there's some on my arm and leg. That was backwards, arm and leg. And they connect it to like an electric current thing, kind of like a TENS unit, and they like put like a certain solution in there to make me sweat in those spots. I'm not very good at explaining it. I didn't really understand, like I understood it, but I don't remember the exact terminology she used to explain it so it made sense, you know? So they attached electrodes, made me sweat, and then kept track of what, like the numbers they needed to see. And I think they kept track of my blood pressure and stuff too. And then right after that, we did like a breathing test kind of thing where I had to follow these lights. So I had to breathe in for like 5 seconds and then breathe out for 5 seconds just to see how it would control my blood pressure and all that good stuff. After that, I forget what it's called, but it was like this little mouthpiece that I had to blow into, which simulates bearing down, which lowers your blood pressure. So I had to breathe in as best I could and then breathe out for as long as I could and keep it there. So it made me lightheaded, and it just made my blood pressure drop so that the nurse could watch how my body recovered. That probably took about a half an hour to do those 3 things, and then next was the tilt table, which I was obviously very nervous for because I don't want to say it was traumatic, but it kind of was, because I mean passing out isn't fun, and for someone that doesn't normally pass out, it's kind of stressful. No, it's very stressful to hear, oh, you're gonna have to pass out. Well, thank God I didn't actually have to pass out for this one. Basically what they did was they laid me down, strapped me in like 2 seconds before I had to go up, which was nice because in St. Cloud I had to lay there for like 15 minutes strapped down, which makes you feel very claustrophobic, I can tell you. So they strapped me in. One nurse was on this side doing manual blood pressure, and one was on this side watching an automatic blood pressure that was on my finger, which was kind of weird. Afterwards my finger's all purple. The one did like beat to beat blood pressure, so like every beat or every heartbeat it took a constant blood pressure, I think, just to see how it fluctuated. I had to stand up for 10 minutes on the tilt table while they did all that. Every minute they took my blood pressure manually, and then the other nurse watched my constant blood pressure, if that makes sense. So I did that for 10 minutes, which, thinking back to when I was in St. Cloud and did the diagnostic tilt table test, I passed out in 3 minutes. So I don't know if there's a lot of different factors that could play into why one test went one way and one went another. I don't know, but I haven't really eaten at all today. This morning we did go to breakfast, but I was so nervous that I couldn't eat, and I had like 2 bites of a waffle, which lately I'm realizing that I can't really eat sugary foods in the morning because it's just too much. So that kind of made me lose my appetite, and I've been pretty nauseous. Yeah, so breakfast, didn't really eat, so technically I ended up fasting anyway. Then I did my neurology consult pretty much, and then I did those 3 kind of mini tests with that nurse, which she was so sweet. I wish I knew her name, but she was so sweet. She was just awesome. She was playing Pandora while we were doing it and stuff. It was really nice. I just got back from doing some blood work. I'm doing more in the morning. It's in endocrinology tomorrow morning, but I did my blood work and now I'm done for the day. Thank God. That was enough anxiety for me for one day. By the way, we're staying in the Kaler Inn and Suites. I don't know if that matters, but it's attached to Mayo, so we can walk to the clinic in the underground tunnel, which is nice. We don't have to go outside because it's freezing cold. Yeah, my mom just went to the restaurant that's attached here to get some food. So we're just gonna eat some lunch, and then I'm just gonna watch Talladega Nights right now. Actually, I brought my Xbox with. I already told you guys that, but I haven't really actually sat in front of the camera and talked to you guys a lot because I'm not allowed to film while I'm in appointments and stuff, which sucks. But after that doctor told me I couldn't, I'm not even gonna ask the rest of them, so that sucks. But I'm probably just gonna have to sit down at the end of the day and talk to you guys about everything that I go through during the day. I think that's it for today's video. I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. I'm anxious to see what answers I get. I don't really have anything to tell you guys right now other than I'm still obviously testing. It's only the first day so far. I was supposed to be scheduled through Friday, but that autonomic reflex test, that's the breathing test and the tilt table, that was for Friday, and I think that was my only appointment on Friday, so I don't even know if I have to stay till Friday now. But we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. Again, thank you for watching this series. I hope that I can help somebody out by filming and documenting this. It's not exactly how I wanted to go through with this, with like showing the tests and stuff, but I kind of figured that wasn't going to be possible. But anyway, before I talk your ear off anymore, I hope you enjoy this series. Please let me know down below if you did. I hope to help somebody else out there, because I stumbled across videos about POTS and now I at least have one answer. And by the way, hit the notification bell, that way you can be notified every time I upload. I love you guys, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.